Hi, my name is Chris Popoff. I'm from Calgary, Alberta, Canada. And what I do for a living is acquire existing small businesses from retiring owners. And yes, that means I get led into a number of different industries and functions, and it's kind of random. And we really buy cash flow rather than types of businesses. So in what I do, we've got to understand how to get to leverage points in that model very quickly. How we can get to performance levels that give us competitive edges and meaningful competitive advantages, not just the classic Potter five force analysis or high volume, low cost versus low volume, high price sort of strategies. I started running a manufacturing business after coming out of oil and gas, and my partnership at that time had been running this company for about 5 years, and we were starting to get pretty severely challenged by a recession in our traditional market, and we weren't able to really break into new markets and get traction, and we were having a hard time delivering. Customers were angry, the shop floor was always in chaos, and we weren't really looked at by anybody in our world as being great owners and leaders. Then we met James and got exposed to the ideas of theory of constraints. And it all of a sudden became very clear and obvious where we ought to be focusing our time and efforts and energies in order to create sustainable competitive advantages. In our case, I took a company that was very challenged at delivering on time. We would have on-time delivery rates 70% or lower in some months. First of all, we weren't even measuring that metric to begin with. And then we started and saw that we weren't delivering very, very well. And then by using some of the simple solutions that James had devised for us, because we didn't have a strong ERP or material resource planner or really great software. It's a very old company with old strategies and old tools. We were able to get that up to between 95 and 100%. And we were also able to start offering actually rush services for specific things. And we were starting to get a lot better at that. And it was kind of a mixed environment. So we would have things that move through quick and things that we'd have to spend a long project time working on, like multiple months. So it was somewhat challenging in terms of making promises we could keep to our customers. And working with James, we were able to come up with some systems that allowed us to see much more clearly what our demand loads were, what our capacities were, and how to manage it in a way where we were ahead of problems instead of always picking up the phone to deliver bad news when it was already too late. So that's when I realized that I'd never look at business again the same, and have kept looking at theory of constraints and going deeper into this world and applying it to multiple different types of businesses, not just manufacturing. I do apply it to some other aspects of my life as well. And yeah, so in that regard, it's kind of changed me forever. And I really recommend working with James. He's great. I still work with him today, and I'm confident he can help you achieve some success that you were not expecting in your world as well.